was sitting on my leg, and now my ankle hurts. Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mandy Grace, author of 10. Ow! Sorry, I moved my foot. I'm gonna die. My ankle is like, I have been in one position, compressed because your entire body weight was on me, and now you want me to move? Ankles aside, yep. It's the middle of the night, and I'm pretty sure everyone is sleeping, so I'm trying not to be too loud, but, I wanted to give a proof of life. Yeah, so in June, question mark? It's, listen, this saga's been going on so long, I no longer know when it happened. At some point, my phone died, and I had a couple of days of frustration there, which is in Dystopian Vlog 14. There's pieces of this story there. Anyway, phone died, a couple of days of frustration, got the phone back. The day I got the phone back, my laptop died. A couple of days of frustration there. And then I got a replacement cord, it started working again, had it for like 2 or 3 days. And then it died again. And then I took it to the computer hospital, and the computer hospital dude was like, yeah, that cord is a dud. It doesn't work. It's not going to charge a computer. I was like, the cord that I just bought, that one doesn't work? Excuse me? Anyway, I also told them to look at the battery because I thought it was the battery. Anyway, so I left it there. Turns out it was both. So the battery was for sure dead, but even after they put a new battery in, the cord that I had bought did not work. So yeah, it was both. Anyway, so that happened. And that was a couple of weeks of disaster. During that period, I wrote on my mom's computer, so I was able to host my prickles for those 2 weeks, for the most part, consistently. I finished my story Bible transfer, I started writing again, signed up for Camp Nano, and have been kind of leading the Nano hedgies. Listen, typically I lead the charge into Nano for the gals in my writing group, but it was like the day before, maybe 2 or 3 days before, July 1st, that I messaged the group and was like, who's ready for camp? Ha ha ha. Because I wasn't writing in June, and then I didn't have my technology, and like I just was not prepared. But anyway, we've kind of been doing camp. I set a very low goal, partially because in April I set a high one and super missed it, and partially because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks and not writing at all. So I didn't want to set a goal when I knew I wasn't going to be writing. Anyway, so I set a 15,000 word goal for Cindy's story. We've already written 3,000 of that, which is great. Should be fine, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I have any other updates. That's the writing world. And I have a working computer. I have a working phone. Fingers crossed it remains that way. I only have one more day tomorrow, which is like an hour away from being today. Anyway, I only have one more day before my trip. So I only need the technology to work tomorrow. And then I'll be gone for 2 weeks and I won't care. I mean, I will care when I come back and need to write again. But until then, actually, I think the most frustrating part wasn't the writing, because I have other ways to write. I can write by hand. The very first novel. Hi, editing Mandy here. I never came back to this. My camera died, and then when I turned it on, I had no idea what I'd been talking about, and I feel like I should come back to this. So the most frustrating part wasn't necessarily the writing. because I have written novels by hand. I've written them with my typewriter. I've written them on my phone, which is the most annoying way to write. Side note. Anyway, so that it was mildly frustrating not to have my laptop and comfortable space to write. But that wasn't the real frustrating part of this technology disaster. The real frustrating part was that I could not host my prickles. I I volunteered for this position where I would show up for people so that they could also show up for their work. And then I wasn't showing up. Sometimes it was internet issues. Sometimes it was that my laptop was dead. Sometimes it was that Zoom just wouldn't connect properly on my phone. So there was a lot of chaos for like 3 or 4 weeks, um, and I wasn't consistently showing up. And I felt like I was letting down my 3 p.m. hedgies because the 3 p.m. host was just not around. Um, so yeah, that was the frustrating part, was that I wasn't hosting the prickles. My camera was like, girl, you said you were gonna give a brief update. What are you doing talking so long? Anyway, battery died. Oh, guys, that was the other thing. Okay, so I go to the farm, my parents' farm, for the summer, to like recharge from the school year before I go back to my nanny duties, because I work for teachers. Point is, I get the summer off. So I go to the farm and rest and recharge, except this summer, when I've been going everywhere like a crazy person and doing a lot of things, there's been no rest, but it's fine, we don't have to talk about that. Anyway, so when I moved to the farm, the day that I moved down to the farm, I lost my camera batteries and the charger. I didn't have them for like all of June. So I was like sporadically filming with the one battery that I had and really hoping that it wasn't gonna die. Yeah. So the last two videos, Dystopian 13 and Dystopian 14, were like not great. It wasn't cohesive. I wasn't filming a lot. I wasn't doing like talking updates. It was just like bizarre because I didn't have camera batteries. I didn't have a phone. I didn't have a computer. My world was ending. It was just all falling apart. Anyway, it really wasn't that bad, but like it felt that bad. Anyway, I found the charger and the batteries, so we're fine, but that distracted me. I was saying something before I remembered the camera battery addendum to the technology disaster. I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. You don't have to think so hard, Mandy. I already went back and, said the things. Just stop hurting your brain. The technology is fixed? Question mark. And I'll be gone for 2 weeks and not writing. And then I'll be back. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say other than that. I just wanted you guys to have some explanation of why, A, my recent videos have been odd, and B, why there weren't videos, like, at all. So there you go. That's what's up. Or what was up. What's up now is that tomorrow / today, depending on how long I sit here and talk, I have the summer hedgy virtual retreat situation, which is my writing community. We're gonna hang out, learn things, and then I go on my trip for 2 weeks. Counsel at church camp, have a blast. It's the highlight of my summer every year, which is great. I need a highlight. June was crazy. Yeah, and then I'll come back and have one more week in July where I will write the 15K. I've gotten it down to, wait, math. 12K in a week. I could do that. I'll write the 12K to hit my Camp Nano goal. Oh, is that what I was talking about? Not leading the camp hedgies? I don't know. Whatever. They'll be fine. Yeah. I don't really have anything else. This was supposed to be a brief, like, I am alive. Here's what went wrong. We're okay.